Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is called Steel. Last time, up there on that plateau, we defeated a scary dinosaur for one of our requests. One we got for a farm that wanted us to protect them from that beast. So, right now, the only thing we need to do for that request is bring it back to the farm and confirm it that we have done it. And then we go back to town. But since that is the second request and there's a heightened possibility that the day might progress, I wanted to wait till this episode, so let's get straight into it. And of course along the way, if we can destroy a few boxes, I will not be one to not do it. Ah yes, and there's the run button. I finally discovered it between the episodes. Are there any new texts? The cows stink. Harvesting the crops is exhausting. Farm work is just the worst. Why did I have to be born into a family like this? Nope, still exactly the same. Alright, let's deliver it, see what happens. Oh, I assume you've taken care of the monster. Oh, that's correct. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much. Now we can finally begin harvesting again. I'd have to let the family know right away. You're welcome. I found myself surprised at how close this area is to Celdic, however. Wouldn't it have been much quicker to make a request to the provincial army instead? Well, it is admittedly close, but this area, that Celdic as a whole really, is on the very outskirts of the Crozen province. As such, the provincial army isn't very interested in aiding us. Ah, yeah, it's not hard to believe considering their attitude earlier. That certainly doesn't sit well with me. I probably shouldn't say any more on the matter. However, I do still owe you all your reward for this. Please, take these. Ah, more cooking ingredients. Oh, that's really generous. Can we really have this much? Why, of course. We've got enough to last us here as it is. After all, your help is the least I can do. I hope you do enjoy them. These look great, thank you. You don't get much fresher than this. I'm looking forward to digging in. I'm rather envious that you have an opportunity to eat such delicious food every day. That is one of the benefits of being a farmer. Unfortunately though, it is not all good. Things have been getting tougher lately, seeing as how goods are being imported so cheaply nowadays. I wasn't aware of that. Importing has become a much easier task now that the Transcontinental Railroad and international flights. Furthermore, more and more goods can now be legally imported as a result of the rising population. Come to think of it, I have noticed an increase in cheaper ingredients lately. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be wasting your time with all of this. Regardless, you all have my thanks for today. Now we can move on to harvesting without any worries. Allow us to thank you too. We actually learned a lot from doing this request. Feel free to get in touch should anything else come up. Quest completed. Alright, so we have to head back to town or stuff will happen as soon as we leave the house. I really can't thank you all enough for taking care of that monster. Feel free to come visit anytime you want. You're all welcome here. Thank you very much. And the thing I want to do, since we've got a lot of those ingredients and I haven't really spent any time on it just yet, I want to check out the cooking before we head back. Just a little bit, so we can get an idea of how it actually works. I have looked at it, I haven't done anything with it actually, and we do have quite a lot of ingredients. And as you can see, we have 4 versions of any recipe we have found. And as you can see, there are some really weird ones and some really great ones at that. So, I'm guessing let's start with a simple omelette. Just one for now. And I'm guessing go with... Rean will always be the one that's cooking it, apparently. And we can choose a partner. I would say pick the one with the happy face. For a better version, maybe? Potentially.
Hope this turns out okay. This is my specialty.
Worm egg soup. Is that the better one? Maybe. So can we now determine that we want that, or do we just need to use Elliot if we want that one in particular? Alright, let's try one with both of them to see what happens. Like, sees with a happy face, so should she create the simple omelette?
This looks delicious.
No, a soft and fluffy omelette even. I wonder how we can get the one with the weird markings. Do we need Fee for that? Because she's the one with the very, very bad face.
I'll do what I can.
Because this might be the simple omelette then.
Not what I intended.
Okay. So, is this a good thing or not? Because we have all versions available right now. Well, not available, we've seen them. A little bit different things. So does it mean that we have one in these that we can give to the teacher Thomas, and one to give to the noble's house maid? So which one is it? I think having all of these unlocked right now will be a good lesson once we get back to the academy. Shall we try doing the same with a sweet cookie? Oh, you could also just cook by yourself.
Alright, let's get started.
Never even thought about that.
Made by yours truly.
White cookie, this specialty one. Then we have
Turns out
Elliot.
okay. Something seems wrong.
For the weird ooze cookie, which doesn't sound really particularly nice. What if we go even worse?
Not what I intended.
Also an ooze cookie. So we need Fee's normal smile for the one better than, maybe? Alright, let's check a few whole juices too. No one with a perfect smile except for Fee. So let's see if we get the one higher than the whole juice now.
Not bad.
A normal one, which, okay, that's also could be a thing with everyone that's making it.
Alright, let's get started.
Let's test the worst one.
What is
A
this?
yellow liquid. Oh, I would not be drinking that.
Hope this turns out okay. Oh, this looks pretty nice.
And a golden juice. Okay, so a smile and a unimpressive face can make one higher, apparently, if you're lucky. And I'm guessing that the wink with a big smile is for the lowest one, the specialty one. Maybe. So let's make one more sweet cookie with Elliot.
Turns out okay.
See if we're lucky enough to get that top one.
Okay, it's ready.
No, just a normal sweet cookie, which is not bad. Still cures poison, 700 HP. Alright. Okay, so now I've seen it work, so now I feel like I can also use it in between the episodes if I want to play around with it, buy some ingredients, make some more recipes, and get a little bit of a stack so we can test out when we get back to the academy which type we need to give to Thomas and which type to the maid at the noble's dormitory. Alright, shall we head back to town? Phew, I guess that does it for all the mandatory tasks. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pooped. Same, I don't venture out into the highways very often. The two of you sure seem okay though. Well, my hometown is in the countryside too, so I'm kind of used to this. And with all the training Laura does, I imagine this is probably nothing for her. Indeed, I find this level of exercise to be quite manageable. However... What is it? No, I'm sure it's nothing. I believe we should return to the inn now, should we not? Yeah, let's. I'm guessing Instructor Sarah is still there. We can give her a report and also ask her a bit more about the purpose behind these field studies. Yeah, that would definitely be good to know. She hasn't told us anything about what's happening tomorrow either. Alright, then let's head back to town. Alright, let's talk to the other boy of the farm. You took care of the monster for us? Oh, thanks so much. Now I can finally start harvesting. We should have started harvesting the fields in that area some time ago, but we couldn't do a thing with that monster there. Okay, one text for him, just like before. And she is still on about the farm work being the worst. Alright, so there is a slight difference. So let's ask the two we haven't talked to in the house as well. Yay, the monster's gone. Thanks. Now I won't be scared to go to the bathroom at night. Yeah, and I think your parents would be happy about that as well. Oh, Turin happens to be my nephew. He always comes along during the harvesting period every year to help out. He really is a hard worker. Coco gets right to work whenever he's here too. It really helps a lot when he comes along. Okay, so that's basically the same text before we did the quest. Okay, so there is an indicator that we have done it. They have acknowledged that fact. Still not a lot different. And I think it's still the same time of day, but let's talk to a person when we get back to town as well. If the text only changes when we change it to tomorrow, I'll be more than fine with that. Because that would mean that the 3 days are the only ones that I have 3 separate times of day that I need to talk to everyone, and only 2 for Celdic.
I can do this.
My turn.
And to be honest, I think so far we did really well by finding hidden items, recipes and quests so far. So that is really going ahead like we wanted to.
It's my turn.
My turn. Hi.
Right.
Here we go. There's a chance.
An opening. Your swordsmanship gets better with every battle.
And I've got a way to go to get to your level.
Yeah, I do wonder what's up with Laura, but I'm pretty sure that when we get back to town, to the inn, she might let us know. Because I think it's something in regards with Rean. Relaxant, not bad. If we ever have a chance to relax, we damn as well take it. Aw, quit it already! Hurry up and give me my notebook back. Huh, I'm not being beaten by some city kid. Come on and get it if you can, dummy. Why are you teasing her so much? I know it is that boys probably like girls if they tease them so much, but come on. Oh, not again. Stop fighting, you two. Yeah, even the cat agrees. Alright, so let's talk to a few more people just to check if they are different. If they are, then we'll talk to everyone, because we want to know what they have to say and maybe what they can potentially give to us. The Septian Church offers simple treatment to those who suffer from injury free of charge. It's in particularly high demand here in Celdic due to all the farms in the region. It's not unusual for farmers to get injured after all. It's almost part of the job description. I'm hoping it's just a few. Oh, I hurt my leg a bit while farming, so I came along to get some medicine. Otto Zerbel's medicine really does the trick. But it's because he prays to Aidos while he makes it. My thanks for your help. I can resume making medicine again. May Aidos' guidance be with you. Okay, so everyone in the church is still the same as before. So it could be that it's just the people we can encounter on our way to the inn that might have changed. Seems like something's going on over at the Grand Market. I'm used to hearing merchants shouting to customers' attention, but that's clearly not what this is. What happened? Okay, so there seems to be some problem going on at the Grand Market, so we'll definitely have to check that out before heading back to the inn. Right, then I should go buy dinner. Looks like I'll be putting my haggling skills to the test today too. Right. Doesn't seem we're allowed to. Don't give me crap. 1. Paid. Is that Sarah? Hey, what's going... Oh, no, that's the commotion from the Grand Market, isn't it? I thought it was going to be like a drunken Sarah at the bar not getting what she wanted. Hey, what's going on? It sounds like something happening over at the market. There appears to be some manner of dispute occurring. I wonder what's up. Should we go take a look? Yeah, let's go and see. Okay, so clear indicator where we need to be. So when we enter the inn, we'll be at where that smiley is with a large group of people. Let's see if we can talk to everyone else first. Oh, let's go see what's happening at the Grand Market. Can I interest you in fine folk in the Imperial Chronicle? I can't concentrate with all the noise coming from the Grand Market. What's going on over there anyway? I hear it from all the way over here. Still the same issue though. Let's go see what's happening at the Grand Market. So we cannot enter buildings? Seems like something's going on at the market. Yes, it is. Okay, so everything is locked off unless we go to the market. I'm guessing the game is deciding for us. Oh, don't give me that crap. This is my spot. Oh, I paid for it. It's mine. I'm the one who paid for this spot. Look, I've got this permit for it, so stop lying to me and vamoose. May I ask what the problem is? Perhaps we can help in some way. Oh, there seems to be some questions over which of these two gentlemen gets control of this area to set up his stall. The young merchant over there is local, while the merchant wearing the suit is from the capital. Oh, so they're both claiming the same spot. How odd. Permits for the markets are issued by the province ruling lord. Oh, so for Celdic that would be... Ah. Oh, this isn't good. We must stop them. Who are you? Oh, unhand me at once. I'm not exactly what's going on here, but violence isn't going to solve anything. You both need to calm yourself. You've been worked into a rage. What are you, high schoolers? Oh, this has nothing to do with you meddling kids. We're having a mature discussion here, and I'll thank you not for interfering. This is not a mature discussion. This is basically two kids wanting the same toy, so... I rather don't want you to put the blame on the wrong location, okay? Oh, since when has grabbing a person by the neck been considered mature? If you truly intend to have a mature discussion, perhaps you should try acting more like adults. Oh, what did you say to me? We're students from Thors Military Academy. We're currently visiting this town on a field study. And while we are not yet formal members of the army, I'm afraid we cannot simply walk by and ignore a fight in such a public place. A military academy? There are a bunch of soldiers in training. What an IUS's name is happening here. Oh no, look what you've done. Manager Otto. I've been filled in on what's happening. I understand that both of you have a permit for the same stall, is that correct? Yeah. And both permits expire at the same time too, so what's the meaning of this? I understand your concerns, but fighting over it here is greatly inconveniencing the other customers. I'll be happy to discuss the matter in private, but I'll need to ask you both to put your differences aside until it's been resolved. Okay. I guess. Well, that was a close one. Seems like everything's going to be fine now, though. Yeah, I guess he's the guy in charge. I really appreciate the four of you stepping in to help defuse the situation. Though I suppose I shouldn't expect no less from the infamous Class 7 I've heard so much about. Oh? How do you know about Class 7? My name is Otto. I'm the manager of the Celdic's Grand Market. I have some things to discuss with you, if you'd be so kind to come along. I'll treat you to some tea. No worries. I'm always up for some nice delicious tea. Looks like he won the place and he's gonna be pissed about it. I wonder what the deal it is they struck. Ah, so you're responsible for choosing our assignments. Indeed. Principal Van Dyke is an old friend of mine, you see. He asked me to personally select a few tasks that you might be able to complete. Well, that was nice of him. We appreciate your consideration as well. Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Likewise, I'm grateful to you for taking some troublesome task off my hands. And I can't thank you enough for your help at the market. If you hadn't been there, I imagine someone would have wound up getting hurt. Well, I'm just glad we got there when we did. So, both merchants will be taking turns using the same stall at the front of the market? That's right. Both of their permits are genuine, but their merchandise and temperaments don't let themselves to sharing a space. Eventually, they agreed to a compromise, where they would each make use of the front stall for alternate weeks. The other stall we reserved is near the back of the market, however, so whoever's relegated there will likely see far lower sales numbers. Ah, that's better than nothing, I guess, but still really unfortunate. I must admit, I do find this whole matter rather perplexing. To my knowledge, the issuing of market permits is the sole responsibility of each province ruling lord. For a mistake such as this to have been made in the first place raises some rather unpleasant questions. That's true. It's a lord's duty to control the flow of goods. If he can't handle it, the local economy is really gonna suffer. Quite right. Ordinarily, that responsibility would fall upon the Duke's household. The Duke? Oh, you mean the Cruisin province is ruled by Duke Alperea, one of the four most powerful nobles in the entire country. But lately, the situation surrounding the Duke household has been getting a bit complicated. Complicated? A few months ago, he increased the sales tax for our market rather significantly, and with a large percentage of their profits being taken from them, the merchants have begun to get rather desperate. Fights like this one you saw earlier are becoming more and more commonplace. Ah, I see. Sales tax is something which should not be raised without careful consideration. History has shown us how damaging such actions can be. I'd never heard of anything like that happening in the capital. Have you tried raising objections to the increase? Of course. I've even gone to Boreahard numerous times to petition the Duke personally. But they always just drive me away at the gate without listening to a word I have to say. This has been going on for roughly 2 months now. In that case, the mix-up with the permits may be more than just an accident. Are you suggesting they might even be getting careless when dealing with the market? Or maybe they're deliberately trying to cause problems? I don't think it's a good idea to jump to conclusions. But I will say that before all this began, the soldiers in the guardhouse absolutely would have intervened in a scuffle like that. Oh? Unlike the Imperial Army, a provincial army's main priority is to maintaining the status quo throughout their territory. So mediating arguments which threaten that status quo should absolutely fall within the scope of their duties. Correct. It seems that unless we accept their tax increase, they intend to turn a blind eye to the market. The commanding officer at the guardhouse has even made comments suggesting as much. Oh, that's not right at all. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be talking about matters like this with you. This is strictly an internal affair to be dealt with among us merchants. You have no reason to concern yourself with it. You need to be focused on your field study. And I'll have a new list of tasks for you tomorrow morning as well. You will? So you were asked to prepare some for each day of our visit then? That's right. I've got a few difficult ones in mind too, but I'm sure you're up for them. Or at least, I hope you are. And don't worry, we are. We'll do our best to meet your expectations. We do get to walk around during the evening. Alright, so I'm guessing we're gonna do a round of Celdic at the evening time. So let's do that before we head back to the inn and give an earful to Sarah, if she's still here. Oh, Otto went to Boreard yesterday in order to try and appeal the tax increases, but it seems they never even gave him the time of day yet again. This really is a problem. If only there was something we could do for the merchants. Maybe we can do something for them tomorrow. Sorting out problems at the Grand Market is our responsibility. You don't need to worry yourself about it. More importantly, I'd recommend returning to the inn for the day. There's no doubt that you're all tired after the day, so it would be best to rest up for tomorrow. Yeah, but I'm intrigued by the Grand Market. I want to see what's going on there. So if the game lets me, I want to talk to the people there. That all sounds really unfair. Yeah, I agree. Provincial lords have the duty and the right to decide upon and collect taxes in the regions they control. And as long as they remain the case, there's not really much a general populace can do to stand against them. I'm reluctant to comment on how others choose to rule their own territories, but harassing one's people like this seems clearly inappropriate. I've heard many rumors about the current head of the house, Alberea. The current head is Juice's dad, right? So, couldn't we ask Juices for some help here? I doubt there's anything he could do. Among the nobility, decisions made by the head of the house are absolute. And since the Albereas represent one of the 4 great houses, that old tradition is absolutely guaranteed to be alive and well. The Emperor himself is probably the only one with more power than the head of the 4 houses. I guess that's a no then. Ah, I see you're all busy mulling things over. Excellent. Excellent. Definitely Sarah. And she seems rather sober. Instructor Sarah? What brings you here? Well, I figured it was about time for me to get going. Group B is not getting anything done as expected, so I'm off to help sort them out. What? You're going to see Group B now? The town of Parm is considerable distance from here. Now, you let me worry about that. Oh, and you 4 are perfectly capable of looking after yourselves anyway, right? Put your heads together and think, and I'm certain you'll see what you need to do. Aha. Tata? I'll just be with you. I'll be looking forward to your report. I can't believe it. It's as though she knows exactly what's going on. Even though she spent the whole day drinking at the inn? Can she read minds or something? I'd suggest we return to our room and rest for the night in any case. We still have our reports to write, so an early dinner seems wise. Yeah, you're right. I'm so tired. Me too. I feel like I'm going to fall asleep at the dinner table without even making it to my bed. Okay, so they do suggest going back to the inn, but they do give us some wiggle room to check over the entire town. Man, the day passed by quick. I will sell way more while the Grand Market is going on. Okay, early start tomorrow, so I gotta head home. Maybe tomorrow a new issue? Maybe. Staying at the night for one night might be a bad idea. Is there an inn nearby here, perhaps? There is. Oh, how disappointing. My fun shopping adventures were cut short because of that commotion. Yeah, I get that. Oh, that commotion prevented me from being able to buy dinner. Now I need to make my way back to the market later. It feels like these sort of things are happening more and more recently. Which is in line with what Otto told us. Oh, that commotion prevented me from buying dinner. Yeah, we know. It's actually all thanks to Otto that I was able to set up my own shop at all those years ago. So you can bet I'll always be there whenever he needs help. I'll hear more than I could ever repay. Oh, Otto actually asked me to tailor to your needs, so I gathered up some stuff that will be suited to you all. It's getting late, but feel free to have a look if you need anything. Yeah, nothing new, just what we already found before. I think you can tell what kind of person my dad is, just by talking to him. So yeah, the market manager covered for him a lot. He still feels indebted to him after all these years even. Not like I can say much though. He helped calm the both of us down when we got into a big argument one time too. The market manager asked me to make sure I keep your ornaments in working order. I still owe you all for your help earlier too, so feel free to come by whenever you want. Trust me, we'll definitely will. Alright, so the inn is going to be the last place we'll be going today. I still want to have a look around a little bit more. I'm wondering if we are allowed outside of town actually. You know what, I'm going to talk to the church and the kids first before we try that. You're not too bad. There's still no chance of you ever catching up to me though. Oh, they spent the whole day fighting again. Why can't they just get along? I hate this. So does Lulu. You're too tough for your own good. Yeah, one day they'll find a way to work side by side, I'm sure of it. Vada Zerbel is famous for his proficiency with medicine. So much so, in fact, that he's recognized by the Archbishop Amon from Berea Heart Cathedral. I myself am taking the time to learn, but I can't quite seem to match his skill. Keep working on it, cause skill you can only get by training and trying and training and trying. You'll get better over time if you just keep at it. I can't really do any farming with my leg like this, so I come to pray here every day instead. I don't get the chance to do this usually, so perhaps spraining it wasn't such a bad thing after all. The Septian Church has aided people all throughout the continent in order to spread Aidios' compassion, while providing medicine to those in need of it. As part of this, we in Celdic get far more requests than most churches. The more people I help, the more experience I gained, until I became as knowledgeable in medicine as I am now. Perhaps that too was due to Aidios' guidance. Maybe it was. I wasn't always this knowledgeable when it comes to medicine. I just did what I could to aid people, and over time my knowledge increased. Perhaps this too was due to Aidios' guidance. No, it's just like I said to the nun. Keep practicing, keep training, and you'll get better over time. That's just how things go. Unless you're really untalented, then no matter what you do, yeah, you'll never get there. But trust me, you'll know. Alright, let's see if we are allowed to leave town from this side. Because if we are allowed to leave from this side, we probably can also do that on the other one. And what I then want to do is head over to the farm and talk to the people there, just to see what they have to say. Just so that at the end of the day, we've really talked to everyone and haven't missed anything. Indeed. Alright, good to know. At least we now know it's blocked off, so the only thing we have is the other side of town and the Grand Market itself. What's with that defiant look? You got a problem? You're more than welcome to come into the guardhouse and tell us all about it. Oh, not at all. Please excuse us. Looked like the market manager was spot on based on that attitude. Causing any more issues is the last thing we want. We should leave. Stop right there. This guardhouse is under the jurisdiction of the Cruisin Provincial Army. Entrance to the public is strictly prohibited. Oh, please, excuse us. I had to try. He was basically asking us to. He said if we had a problem, we could step inside and tell them about it. Part of me really wanted to do that. And the drunken man is still there. Yeah, not just drunk. I work hard. I was a good guy. So why? It isn't how it was supposed to be. I didn't deserve this. I don't know, but I've got a feeling we might learn your story if we keep talking to you at every different time. Because now I'm invested in it, I want to know why he's so miserable. Yes! It's a stew for dinner tonight. Mom's stew is the best. Now Daddy just needs to hurry home. It's always that quiet in the house until he gets home now that Beck is gone. Yeah, because with no one to talk with that weird accent, it really can be quiet in the house. Perm, the market manager's wife, is highly skilled at keeping social records. They're simple and easy to read, and it's said that you can guarantee to be successful if she does it for you. I attempt to do it for my husband quite often, but I'm not nearly as skilled as her. I have to work on improving for his sake. Just keep working on it, and I'm sure you'll get better. Nobody in the back room, so I'm guessing a father is still at the market. Guess there's only one way to find out. Let's head over to the market and basically talk to him. Once upon a time, you never saw fights like that here in the Grand Market. But then we got a notice from the Duke saying that our sale tax would be more than doubled. They become quite frequent since then. Yeah, because they need to make more money in order to make the tax, in order to have profit to live off on. So they get a little bit more ferocious because they need that location, they need the sales. Oh, no one wants to buy from merchants who are busy smacking each other, do they? In the end, nothing good ever comes from fighting. You just end up losing sales. That you do. That you definitely do. I depart in the spring market every year, but never before have the taxes been this sky high. Just what in the world is going through Duke Alberea's mind? This is a form of tyranny, if you ask me. It's cowardly. I can't exactly say that in front of those provincial army guys, however. No, I'm pretty sure they would be offended by that. I never expected taxes at this grand market to be this high. While I can't say it's for those provincial army guys, I do believe this is beyond ridiculous. Yeah. Good grief. I never expected something like this to come up on my first day I was here. Things have been sorted out thanks to your kids and the market manager at least. Now it's time to focus on doing business. I'll work twice as hard tomorrow and make a good profit. Well, at least for this week, because next week you'll be behind in the back, just like the other merchant. There's been some bumps along the way, but it's time to put that behind me. I've got a limited amount of time, which the spot is good, so let's focus on actually doing business tomorrow. Phew. Lots of fights breaking out these days. My business here is done anyway though. I'm coming back tomorrow to sell my veggies off, so I gotta get back and rest. I'm coming back tomorrow to sell Lyman my veggies. It's always nice and busy around this time of year. Alright troops, how's it going? Are you all learning much out here? For the most part, yes. It is serving as a reminder that we still have quite the ways to go. However, we have every intention of making the most out of our experience. That's what I like to hear. I'm actually about to get started on the evening sale here, so I'll give you a wee discount if... wait a minute. I think I just had a belter of an idea. What would that be? Right. I know you'll be tired after your hard work today, but... any of you fancy having a wee of a go at running the store for a bit? Are you sure? Aye, it's fine. This line of work, all about having the skills to negotiate well, so it'd be a good experience for you all. So, how about it? It's certainly an interesting proposal. I wasn't prepared for this, but I feel like this is a hidden quest. So we're at least gonna get a hidden reward, and if we're lucky, maybe some AP, but I'm pretty sure that will only be if we do well. So let's go for it. Well, if you're willing to let us do it, then I don't see why not. Haha, good to hear. Let's get started right away then. I mentioned that I was about to get started on our evening sale, didn't I? It might be a wee bit tough, but I'd like the UT handled it. Well, that does seem kinda rough. The idea behind it is simple enough at least. All you need to do is give appropriate discount to make the sale. The amount you discount varies, but sometimes you'll be taking up half a price. Half price? But that's a lot. Is it even possible to make a profit by doing that? It doesn't always work out, yeah. I've even went into the red a few times thanks to that. But even then, I think doing it is worthwhile. Worthwhile enough to even send yourself into the red? Aye, my personal philosophy is that the amount of sales you make is more important than how much you make it. The more sales you make, the more happy customers you've got. And if you got more and more customers walking away happy, then your store's gonna have a good reputation. So basically, it all ends up benefiting you in the long run. Ah, I see where you're coming from there. Though there's nothing to say that I'm 100% correct. And I mean to say, how do you all feel about handling the stores separately at different times? Well, I'm okay with it, but any particular reason why? Well, there's no harm in competing with each other, is there? Think of each other as rivals and try as hard as you can to win. Well, that does seem like an effective way to motivate oneself. I don't know exactly about you guys, but sales aren't exactly my forte. But I guess I'll take it as a learning experience. It does sound like it will be fun though. Can I ask if there's any specific guidelines when it comes to giving discounts though? I assume how much of a discount you can offer differs based on the type of goods being sold. Aye, spot on. I split everything up into fresh goods and processed goods. Fresh goods speak for themselves. Really, you'll want to get them sold out as quickly as you can. That being said, you're free to make these up to half the price if it comes to it, just so we can get them all sold. Processed goods will only expire like fresh ones, though there's no point in discounting them too much. You can't sell them at full price, so 20 off is the max you should go. Okay, so fresh goods can be sold for as much as 50%, while processed goods can only be sold up to 20. Got it. Here's hoping I can remember that. Oh, aye. Don't be shy to bump prices a wee bit either. Deciding when the best time to do that, though, is all up to you lot. One can assume doing so all depends on how well we negotiate with each customer then. Aye. Now that you're all sorted, let's get started. And doesn't matter what your order all go in, but how about you go first? Oh, that's fine with me. That settles it. Okay, let's see what you're made of then, Rean. I wish you good luck. Thanks. Here's hoping it goes well. Quest started. Okay, so definitely hidden quest. And Lyman, why is your accent so hard to do? And again, I do apologize if I offend somebody. It's not my intent. I'm just trying to do the accent as it's supposed to be for that character. Ah, welcome, welcome. We're currently in the middle of our evening sales. He's more of a natural than I have guessed. Aye, he'll bring in customers. We guts like that. Wow, I don't think I could put myself out there like that. I'm rather worried myself. Oh, his first customer has arrived. Oh, are you working here part-time? I almost thought you were a pro with a voice like that. Oh, thank you. Oh, by the way, do you have any tomatoes? I need some for tonight's dinner, you see. Well, we actually do have some. How many are you looking for? I think 5 should do. There seems to be a sale going on at the moment too, so how much would that end up being? Well, it's 10 mirror per tomato. I can give her up to half because they're fresh goods. So, how much should I sell them for? 10 mirror per tomato, so how much will you sell 5 for? So, technically, you can sell them for 50, which is the normal price, which that isn't an option, so we're already giving them a discount. And we're allowed to give 25, like half price, because they are fresh goods. I'm not gonna do that. I will give a discount, but I won't give the most, but I won't give the least. So let's say 25%. Which means 7.5, roughly. So 15, 30, 35. It's not the most discount, but it is discount. I'm gonna try that. I want to see what happens. Because she didn't give me the impression that she really needed the discount, but we are giving her some, so she should be fine with it, right? 5 tomatoes would usually go for 50 mira, but I can offer you for them for 35 mira instead. How does that sound? That sounds fine. I'll take them. Thank you for your purchase. Oh, seems like he made his first sale. Indeed, it appears to have gone rather smoothly too. Oh, there's another customer. Ah, a sale is it? That sounds interesting. Oh, we're offering discounts on all our goods, so feel free to have a look around. I assume that applies to this wine as well? Of course. Well, wine doesn't fall under fresh goods, so... Alright, the bottle costs 1000 mira, so that is a maximum of, what was to say, 20%, so 800 is the most. So how much will you sell it for? Hey, I'm not gonna give away everything, but a little discount goes a long way, so 900 mira. He's a noble, so that's another reason to bump up the price a little bit, but we shouldn't go under the 800. So I wonder what he's gonna say. How does 900 mira sound? You're sure you can do better than that? Include some cheese for 20% off, 30% off. See, she tried to drive a bargain, but I do not want to go underneath the 20%. Let's include some cheese with 20% off. How about this? If you buy it now and include this cheese for 20% off? Ooh, that's an interesting offer, because cheese pairs well with wine. And as a noble, I'm sure you can appreciate it. Cheese accompanies the wines rather well too, so allow me to take you up on that. Oh, thank you for your purchase. That went pretty well. Another successful sale for him. Seems like he's gotten into the swing of things. Aye, I look forward to hearing how much he sold it for. Oh, here's another customer. Oh, the evening sale has finally started. What happened to Lyman? Oh, he left me in charge for a bit. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Well, Mom asked me to get some stuff for dinner. How much are you selling cabbages for? I need 3, but she told me to buy some extra if they're cheap. Well, it is 20 mira per cabbage, and they fall under fresh goods, so... Okay, so 1 cabbage goes for 20, she needed 3 for 60. So we are gonna give her some extra. So I'm willing to put it in the middle. 5 for 2 is... like 100? So go with 50, it will be half priced. Because I would go for half price, but I want to make a little bit more profit than that. So just to test out the water, say sell 5 for 60. Yeah, I think we can offer that. 3 would normally cost 60 Mira, but does 5 for the same price sound good? So I get 2 extra for free? Huh, I'm sure my mom will be happy to hear that. Can I have them then? Of course. Thank you for your purchase. And thus Rean's turn came to an end, and those others were given a chance to try their hands at merchantry. Well, I hope I did well. I might have gone a little bit far with discounts, but I feel well about it. Ah, right. You all had your turns then. Good job, troops. Well, we owe your thanks for giving us an opportunity to experience this. I agree. I'm sure experience like this will come in handy down the line. Hahaha, glad to hear it. A lot of you did very well too, considering it was your first time. It was pretty interesting to seeing how your personalities affected your results too. Well, speaking of which, how did we all do in the end? Well, you had the least amount of sales out of everyone, Elliot. You did manage to make a fair amount though. But that also meant you didn't really offer that much of a discount. You have to be more aggressive, really. Sorry about that. Well, does figure with his personality, right? Next up is Laura. You were a wee bit too generous with the discounts. Making lots of sales is good, but you still have to consider how much you're making from them too. Understood. My thanks for the advice. Meaning she's very generous to people, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Next up is Rean. You ended up doing really well in both the number of sales and how much you made. I'm pretty impressed, honestly. With a bit more experience, you could become a fine merchant. You think so? Well, I guess we've discovered another one of Rean's hidden talents. Well done, Rean. Being told that by someone with experience here really is impressive. And finally, Alyssa. Yeah, wouldn't it happen to have some prior experience, would you? Oh, not really, no. That really is amazing then. I have to be honest here. You almost managed to sell as much and make as much as I normally do. You even got a unique style that brings the customers in, so there really isn't any advice for me to give ya. Whoa, that's quite the evaluation, so that means that I wasn't the best, but I didn't do bad. Oh well, I hope it doesn't affect my AP score too much, but I'm still happy with that. I think we did good. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. So Alyssa has the skill to potentially become a successful merchant then. Well, I have to admit that I'm pretty surprised. I didn't expect you to be this skilled either. Do any of your relatives happen to be involved with this line of work? Well, you could say that. Oh, not that I know, no. Well, either way, today ended up being pretty interesting thanks to you a lot. Here, take this, your wage for the day. A coral bracelet, thank you. You made some good money too, so here, a wee bonus. And a marble bracelet. Oh, thank you very much. Are you sure? Aye, not danger, you all earned it. I'll catch you later then. Quest completed, I like that quest. It was totally different than what we normally do in this game. And in an RPG we actually did some sales. And you had to think about how you would approach that. I don't know how that will play in later parts of the game. But I like it. And of course, I'm sure we're gonna get some AP for it. I don't know if it will be the max since we are not the best. But I think we did pretty well. And having said that, we haven't talked to everyone on the market yet, but I'm gonna save that for next time because I'm running a little bit late with recording. So we're gonna do that next time. Hope you will be there for it. But until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time as we figure out what kind of tasks we need to do tomorrow. See you then. Bye bye.